Hey guys, I thought I'd do something fun today, which is a reaction to your reaction to my Justice League trailer reaction. It's getting out of control, right? I know. But I had to do this one because you guys know how important Justice League is to me. Superman, Wonder Woman, Batman, all those characters. And how badly I want DC's movie division to start pulling its weight and start putting out really good films again, like they did with the Batman Nolan series, like they already do with the DC animated side. And so I got a pretty big reaction from you guys, as I can see right here that I was wrong on the Justice League trailer and that it was super exciting and it wasn't a disappointing reveal at all. So I kind of wanted to, basically look at the Justice League trailer again, look at some of your comments, and sort of reply to it. I think some of the highest comments that I've seen is that it's a teaser and the movie's a year away. So I wanted to address that I probably, as I was filming this, I probably should have said that right away, because I don't hate this trailer. I thought it was an overall kind of disappointing reveal. And maybe I am in the wrong for expecting a bigger impact or a more exciting trailer coming out of Comic-Con. Because the film is so far away, but that's not my fault. That's these guys, the marketing division, that wants to show off something so early. So you should be directing that at them, not really at me. So you're almost, in a sense, you're agreeing with me that the trailer is not super exciting yet because it's so early and they just want to share this stuff with us as an Easter egg, and that's cool. And so yeah, I probably should have given it a pass in that department for having been Comic-Con sneak peek footage rather than a trailer, and I wanted to come and say you guys were right on that. But I think I'm still right in that overall it's a little bit of an underwhelming reveal, but there are some good points. And in the trailer reaction, I mainly just nitpicked at it, and I think I did that because I was kind of overall happy with it. With the direction that I see that's in the actual film. What I mean by that is we're seeing more comedy. You got Batman getting together all the heroes, which is going to be interesting. And the only thing that I really was let down by was the Cyborg character design and the Flash character design. But it's possible that those aren't their final suits and we will be seeing more of them. But basically, a lot of people just disagreeing with Cyborg's look. They think it's great. I think that he looks like a Transformer, and I really do hope that they do something different with his outfit. So yeah, so on the angry trailer reaction there, I think that there was so another comment that people were saying is that, you complain about trailers being spoiled if they show too much, and then yet you think that the trailer here didn't show enough. At no point did I ever say the trailer didn't show enough. I just said what was shown here wasn't as impactful or as exciting that I was hoping for. And, and that's fair in the sense that this is just footage, not the actual trailer, and we'll get the actual trailer later on. So if you guys personally like the trailer, that's cool. I think that I did want to go back and say that I still think Ben Affleck is doing a fantastic job as Batman. I buy him as Bruce Wayne. Ezra Miller is more of a different Flash than we've ever seen. It kind of doesn't really remind me of Barry Allen or Wally West. It's more of a mixture. He's going to be, kind of his own thing, I believe, at least in the movie universe, just like most of all of these characters, except for perhaps Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman seems like she's sticking closest to her particular character. So, yeah, I did nitpick on the trailer a lot, but I do think that I prefer these designs for Flash and Cyborg. Mainly Cyborg. Flash's suit is all right. It's just got too much lines. It's complex. It's going to be tough for you cosplayers out there to try to get these two costumes right. and I just prefer simpler costumes. But yeah, so I just wanted to make clear that I am super excited for Justice League, but I don't wanted to go through this information with you here. It's a set visit that gives us more details. So there's potential spoilers in here, but I don't think so. It's more just outlines, possible story outlines. So if you don't want to know this, move on. This is from Joe Blow here, where they did a set visit and they got more information for us, and so I wanted to go through this with you guys. So it's no longer referred to as a two-part film. I've already told you guys that, where it's just Justice League, and I don't think that means that they're not going to do two Justice League films, part 1, part 2. They just wanted to get rid of the parts because they realized that it was bad marketing, and I said it was bad marketing, and I think they realized that. So now it's probably Justice League and Justice League The Dawn of Darkseid, you know, something stupid in that. Their subtitles, which DC hasn't been very good with. Expect a lighter tone than BVS. This is very encouraging. This is what I want for Justice League, and I think inherently it has to be a lighter tone because you're getting so many characters together. You're getting the comedy relief with Flash. You're getting Cyborg in here. You're getting Aquaman, who probably has some really great scenes with Batman clashing with these two tough guys. And then, of course, Wonder Woman and Batman working together in funny ways. So I saw multiple jokes in just the ComicCon footage, and they made a point of showing multiple jokes there. There was at least 3 or 4. So they definitely took our feedback with the universe being very dark, or I dubbed it Zack's Murderverse. So it's good to see that it's getting lighter. And Justice League expected to be more of a fun ensemble hero piece that focuses on building the team, uniting to fight a common threat. Justice League will have heavy Jack Kirby influence, with the story revolving around the pursuit of 3 mother boxes, and we saw that in the trailer. One from Earth, one from Atlantis, and one from the Amazonians. We saw the one perhaps from Earth with those particular, let's see, new gods. I thought they were new gods, but clearly they're not. They're human beings that are basically must have found a mother box and put it in the dirt. I can't find it here, but we'll move on. So the film takes place months after BVS. Bruce is heavily affected by Superman's death and seeking to honor his sacrifice in building the Justice League. So rather than that old mean, you know, just Batman on edge and kills everybody, he's now a Batman full of hope. And this is what most of the internet speculated on, and so, you know, this could go either way. And I do think that it already is. Batman has reformed his ways. He's probably not going to kill a bunch of people. He's going to do his best to, incapacitate them in the most brutal way possible, because he's still Batman of this universe, having learned his lessons in BVS. A large part of and this is the one that bothers me, and this is why I went on the angry rant on the last video. A large part of the film focuses on Bruce assembling the team, with Superman's return reserved for later on in the film. So that pretty much confirms that I'm right. And there's really no other way to do this without making Superman's death feel cheap. If Superman comes right away in the film, in the first half, or the first, quarter, or the first third, it's gonna feel like you killing off Superman was just fucking wasted, and it was a cheap plot point to try to get emotion, which you did get emotion out of me, because I don't like seeing Superman die, and it made me tear up in the theater, but it still felt cheap, and it was more of an angry reaction rather than one that was deserved over several movies and a specific storyline for that, and it just didn't feel like it was doing Superman justice. Now, about his comeback, Snyder was mum, although when I asked how his hair would be, Snyder jokingly said it would be a little longer. So maybe his hair, maybe he'll have the mullet, or at least a tiny bit longer hair that sort of nods to the mullet and the black suit Superman. Whether I think we'll see a black suit Superman or not, I don't know. My guess is no. Zack Snyder's not going to do that. They've been really diverging from the comics heavily in this universe, where I almost think it's an Elseworlds, and I like thinking of it as an Elseworlds universe rather than the actual universe that we've seen in the comics. So I think he'll probably just show up in a Superman outfit, and again, lending to that quick decision that even Christopher Nolan actually stood up against, and Christopher Nolan says, I don't think you should kill him off in that particular film, but Zack overruled that and did it anyway. So Amy Adams is back as Lois Lane. That's good. I think Amy Adams is a great actress. I think Lois Lane is a great character. However, in Batman vs. Superman, she really was underused, poorly used, and she turned into a damsel in distress when she was pretty much the opposite. In BVS, she's constantly making mistakes, stupidly throwing away the only thing that could kill her boyfriend, and then running to go get it again and getting trapped and having to be saved. It's just, it was a poor handling of her. When they handled her so well in Man of Steel, she's almost Superman's equal in Man of Steel. Superman needing her as much as he helps her out. She needs him and he needs her, and she can kick ass, and she kicked ass shooting a bunch of Kryptonians and basically making Superman have that connection with humanity. So in villains, Steppenwolf is one of the key villains, though not necessarily the only one. It's good to hear that. I mean, there's going to be, a bunch of characters, heroes, and so you probably need more than one villain. So it's probably going to be Steppenwolf's army, Steppenwolf, and perhaps we'll see some of the, what are they called, the female Furies, maybe, what's that lady's name, the mother... Granny, something like that, that we've seen in the cartoons and the comics. That seems kind of hard to believe, but we'll see. The influence, it just sucks that it's not Darkseid. I guess they don't want to waste Darkseid right away. They realize what Marvel is doing with Thanos and sort of keeping him off until the third Avengers film, so they want to do something similar. They as much as DC likes to pretend that they're not copying Marvel, it really does seem as that's the case. Steppenwolf is expected to be cast soon, though not confirmed. Lex will have something to do with the story. I never really liked Lex too much. It would be awesome to see Jesse Eisenberg's Lex actually be the son and the father come back out of nowhere, and maybe the father was communing with Darkseid and comes back at the end of the film and it's cast as Bryan Cranston. That would be awesome. That's definitely not going to happen. All right, so Ben Affleck confirmed that he's in fact directing the solo Batman film and won't begin production until the script is right. This is perfect. Ben Affleck's version of Batman is awesome. He is one of my new favorites, and I think he's doing a great job with Batman, so that's good to hear, and I think that Batman film is going to kick ass with him. Affleck is also serving as the executive producer on Justice League, and because he wants to keep oversight of the Batman character. It's a little possessive, but it's good. I mean, he's doing good work with Batman, so I think we can embrace that, and we can make sure that Ben is going to really do justice to Batman. And it's a wonderful turnaround. This is one of the things I was wrong on. Like some 3 years ago, I freaked out, knee-jerk reaction to having Affleck as Batman, right? But he really nailed it, and that's one of the things that I was wrong on. Now, I was right about Jesse Eisenberg on Lex Luthor, so don't pick at me too much about me being wrong, because we have been correct in other things. So let's see. Wayne Tech is going to build the Flying Fox, which is a carrier for the Justice League to utilize. Again, this is a case of DC copying Marvel. It's painful to see. I don't want to see a fucking flying aircraft carrier just like you see in the Avengers. I want there to be the Watchtower, which is where the hero should be. It should be above Earth. It shouldn't be, created by Bruce Wayne and just sort of flying in Gotham. No, it needs to be the Watchtower so that, the superheroes can get there in creative ways, and Batman can fly in his Batwing to go up there, and you can have that interplay between humanity and the Watchtower and the super beings thinking, are they really protecting us? Are they holding us back? And that sets up future storylines for future movies. So I think that if that is in fact true, and it is, because this is a set visit and this guy is honest, the Flying Fox, that's just going to be stupid. Another thing that I think isn't ultimately not going to work. Is it going to be visually impressive? Yes. Is it going to be a cool toy? Yes. But, yeah, William Dafoe, I'm happy to see William Dafoe is in here. He's been revealed as Volko. That's kind of a weird name. Volko, a mentor to Aquaman, described from another generation. Aquaman with a costume being more courtly and elaborate, silvery washed out colors, gill elements around the neck. That's going to be interesting. I don't know if they're going to screw around and say that this turns into Black Manta, or this is Aquaman's brother who can also rule Atlantis, or whether this truly is just the mentor type of character for Jason Aquaman and links him with Atlantis or links him with humanity. It's going to be interesting, and William Dafoe is a great actor. So we're going to get Mira in the film, apparently as a warrior and a sorceress. Her costume is described as the designer's favorite, sort of, chainmail blended in with the skin. That sounds interesting, scales, but it fits in line with their design. We've got J.K. Simmons, who's bulking up, looking Gordon, got that classic Jim Gordon look, which is going to be awesome. He's wearing a hairpiece, mustache, and glasses. I can't wait. I think that's going to be a good character. Ezra Miller, I was giving Ezra Miller some shit for just reading his lines, and I'm not sure if I buy his acting, but that was just me nitpicking. I think Ezra will probably be a good Flash and funny in the film. Taken out of context like that, you kind of need to be with an eccentric character like that for a while to sort of buy some of his jokes later on. And because we were just seeing a snippet of Ezra's Flash there, it kind of felt, disingenuous, or just as if, the character was written, in that way. I don't know how to describe it, but it kind of rang hollow, but I'm sure it works in the film. At least I hope it works in the film. Ray Fisher's Cyborg, all CGI. I think that's a mistake. All of the rest of the costumes will be practical. Again, I think that they should have redesigned his costume to be more bio armor rather than the pure robotic metallic from the 80s thing. And because if they're going to change it to be more futuristic, which they already have, more of a Transformers design, I would have rather them have gone bio booster armor rather than Transformers Michael Bay Cyborg. So, but we'll see. It probably did need to have CGI elements no matter what, because obviously, half of his body is gone. It looks like Junkie XL will be back to score the film. Hans Zimmer has been unclear whether he's coming back. I think you do need Hans. I would like to pay Hans. Hans deserves to be paid. He's a great composer, but they're going to use his themes regardless of whether he returns or not. So honestly, in money's sake, business decision, they're probably not going to use Hans again, and they're just going to use his elements and have Junkie handle it. I'm really concerned that Superman will just show up at the end, because it just feels like he's being pushed out. And again, used as a plot device instead of being given genuine Superman moments. Now, it's true that if you look at it in this universe, that Superman has already had his movie. And then they're jumping right into Batman v Superman, which sets up the Justice League, and everybody else will get their individual movies. So some of you might think it's natural for Superman to fall off, but to kill him off and to keep him out of Justice League feels wrong to me, and I know a lot of other Superman fans would agree with me in that we would prefer to see it done a different way, and Superman also be a part of this lighter, funnier tone where Superman can then shine and show why he's a symbol of hope and show why he sort of inspires everybody else on the team to be better than they are. And that's the core of the Superman character. So it's a shame to see that. I might be okay with it if they give us a confirmation that we're going to get another Superman sequel, which mysteriously fell off of the release list, the second Superman film, and I think it's being replaced by Suicide Squad 2 and the Batman Solo and a sequel for the Batman Solo, and it just kills me to see that. So hopefully you guys understand why I like Superman so much, why I like Wonder Woman so much. I hope the Wonder Woman film is going to be good. The trailer was fantastic, and you understand why I think that this particular decision about Superman has been poor by Zack and in this universe. Do I think the film will work as good as Suicide Squad, Wonder Woman, and the solo Batman film? No. From what I'm seeing yet, no. But of course, 16 months, 12 months, whatever it is early, it may get better, and we may see that get better. So, all right, guys, that's my opinion. You can downvote this video to hell if you want, but I did want to clarify my position on the Justice League ComicCon footage because it was so important to me, and I didn't want you guys to get me wrong. I don't think the footage was bad. I do think that the reveal of those particular scenes a little underwhelming. Maybe it should have been saved for an actual trailer that's revealed 6 months from now, you know, with a bigger impact. But it was a cool Easter egg, and because of that, I'll give it a pass, and I think you guys were right on not nitpicking it too much because they're just giving us something that they wouldn't have normally given us. So I agree there. All right, guys. Well, that's it. I just want to have a conversation with you and follow up with that, and cool. So I'll see you on the next Angry Joe show, and you can expect me to be on top of all the DC stuff because this is where my favorite shit's at. All right, guys. See y'all on the next Angry Joe show. Bye-bye.